don't have to worry about the motherfucker stealing nothing.
Oh.
Although I thought about it, but man, he ain't no stealing. He just funky in the motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
Smell like a whole swamp and a jungle.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I tell the motherfucker, I said, say man, what you doing with your money?
Uh-huh.
Oh, I'm trying to buy me some hygienic. No, he said, buy me some hygienics. Body wash too, but you smell like a swamp. And you talking about buying hygienics.
Uh-huh.
So I take the nigga and buy and give him some money, cause I ain't gonna give him money buying nothing to eat. The nigga sleep all motherfucking day on the job.
Dang!
Make me look like an old hoe. But shit, he go up there
Mm-hmm.
and I give him, something for nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And he spent $10 on a meal. And I said, how much that cost?
Uh-huh.
He said $10. I said, well, that's where your motherfucking money go. Now you can go buy $10 cigarettes. and probably a can of beer. Now you did. And you got to start all over again. Yeah, motherfucker, you had $45, $50.
That's
So,
what's up.
how the fuck can you save money like that?
Mm-hmm.
And you eat $10 meals
Mm-hmm.
at a time. And you probably eat 2 or 3 of them a day. And if you ain't eating them, then you starving like Marvin. Big old youngster.
That's a problem.
Yeah, man. And a lot of times we don't realize how serious mental illness is. And just because a person is mentally ill, and by the way, I am a mentally ill patient.
Oh, so you think he's a mentally ill patient?
Well, we all have mental illness.
Uh-huh.
It's just different degrees of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, and is no way to control mental illness other than by God's grace. And if a person think they can control their mental illnesses, they're sadly mistaken. Because God can blow like the whisper of the wind. And you'll take off and kill 5 or 6 people and don't even know why.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. Man, the lives that we live in today and the pressure that we up under here in the states of white America, man, it's a wonder that each and every one of us don't go crazy every day. Because whether you're able to pay your bills with plenty of money, you got something going on dramatically.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you can't pay your bills, you got something going on dramatically. So it's always an incline of pressure on the being. And all we do is gossip about this one and that one and that one. We hadn't been taught the power of words here in the states of white America. We have not been taught. We've been heard about the power of word, but we don't take that seriously. If you take 3 plants, regardless of what kind of plants they are, plant 1, plant 2, plant 3, and every day you go to plant 1, you say, good morning, beautiful plant. How are you doing this morning? You are so beautiful. And then you go to plant 2, and you say, well, plant 2, hey, it may be all right for you today, and it may not be all right for you today. And you go to plant 3 and say, get your no good ass up. You ain't good for nothing. And I bet you over a 30-day time span, you will see plant 1 begin to flourish because it was spoken good to. Plant 2 may or may not. But when you get to plant 3, you won't get nothing because you have spoken nothing but vile death to this plant. So you take plant 1 and turn it into a human being. And you take plant 2 and you turn it into a human being. And you take plant 3 and you turn it to a human being. Now look at what your words have done. It have elevated a human being 1 to flourish. Plant 2 is borderline. It go either way. Plant 3, not a snowball chance in hell that this being is going to make it. Why? Because life and death is truly in the power of the tongue. So when you gossiping about people and you murdering people with your tongue, and the Bible says all that gossip and talk about people is murder. So, but we continue to do it, and we continue to scream Christ, which is another subject. We say we'll die for Christ. And we know we straight bullshit, because we will not die for Christ. We won't even die for our own family member. Now we're going to die for somebody we ain't never seen before. Straight bullshit. And that Bible tells you that. You had people with Christ that didn't die with him. Ain't trying to stop them people from trying to kill him. And they walk with him. So what make us think that we any different? You know how you know the ones that's different? Because they going against the grain. They not trying to synchronize with the bullshit of the people of the world. They are really Christ-like people. See, Christ didn't like no weak people. He was a gangster. He was a nigga that was a thug. And he didn't like bullshit. And Christ is God himself in the flesh. You hear me?